Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Nevertheless Commentaries. I'm your host, Spondo Sports, your favorite Ang on the net, the black Italian himself. I am saying pronto, buongiorno, pronto, buona sera, assalamu alaikum, sanbonani, absheng, dumelang, molo, molweni. If you are new to this channel, please smash that sub. Have your say in the comment section. We love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. We are back with another match analysis between Premiership. Let's get right to it. Okay, we just witnessed a total annihilation. It was a thrashing floor, total annihilation. Sundowns 4, Chippa United 1. Now, the score says that it was a total annihilation, but if you looked or if you watched the game, you'd actually speak a different ball game altogether, because at some point I thought Chippa United had a chance actually to grab a point in this game, but somehow some individual mistakes costed them actually this game, and it ended up with 4-1. Now let's look at the approach. Amatimu Mobile, Chippa United came in with the 4-4-2, bringing in 6 defenders. So Ukami's no more this. Namhlanje were playing as wingers to actually help a player like Mosele Nokonoba, who were in the middle of the park as a double pivot, but also another 4 defenders at the back. So it was 6 defenders plus 2 defensive midfield, or let's say 1 defensive midfielder in a sense of Mosele. But Nokonoba also was dropped in, so it was basically 8 defenders and only 2 players going up front, which was Zumantrose and Kwaiba. So tactically they were a little bit sound, but at some point they look a little bit static in terms of a movement. Everybody was looking at the other person to actually make a move, sometimes when they were actually off position. Like for the first goal, Santos made a pass far and then somehow he managed to find Marcelo Ayand, who was in between lines with defense Chippa United. So Mo Para Bebekona no Majibala Lapaya, but also Konobe no Mosele a little bit in front of them. Ayand managed to find the space in between the lines, and they got him in between the lines. And phakathi mapokoto ipokoto Mo Para no Majibala, he placed the ball lapo, and then it was a goal in the back of the net. So I think that was the first mistake in terms of defense. They could have done better by putting pressure either on Santos first, not to make that pass to Ayende, and 2, Sam should have pressed to Ayende to make sure that he doesn't give him a free kick on that ball. And also Sam was the reason that ball went past Umsibi, because Umsibi couldn't see Ayende taking the shot, because Sam between Monabo 2, but Sam decided not to press Ayende. But I think it was a beautiful move from Sundowns to find Ayende in between the lines, and also Santos to be able to play that ball on the pocket, and Ayende to be smart enough to actually curl that ball to the far post, and then it was a goal, a very, very beautiful goal for the Mamelodi Sundowns. And then they came back. Ntsabeleng also was very, very good in actually running into those spaces that are in between the lines, and I think he had a fantastic game. The fact that he got a man of the match performance, I think he deserved it. If he didn't get that man of the match performance, I think they could have given it either to Cubido, who was very, very fantastic defensively. Adams was very, very defensive, good in actually shielding his defense as a rest defender, playing as a single pivot, because playing as a single pivot, I think we need to actually give a round of applause for Jaden Adams. To play a single pivot game requires a special player, because you are the flexible part of the entire team. The 5 players on the back relies on you to actually progress the play into the 5 players that are attacking. So Jaden Adams did a very, very great job namhlanje laphaya, playing as a single pivot. I'm thinking that he's mastering that game, and he's raising his hand. We've been speaking about Sutebo Khomkwena and also Talent Mbata, but now Jaden Adams is raising his hand and saying, I have to be mentioned to the players who are playing in this position and are very, very good. And he is very, very good. uJayden Adams. Since aputikana nje has become bold, uJayden Adams is very, very good. So I was speaking also about Ntabeleng, who was very, very good in terms of playing as a half winger and also playing in between the lines, availing himself in the pockets and also managing to find passes in those pockets. I think it was very, very fantastic. And that long diagonal pass that he played to find Reyners well headed, I think that also was very, very brilliant. I think that one of the plays that actually cemented his man of the match performances. But overall, I think there were a number of candidates as far as Sundowns is concerned when it comes to man of the match performance. Now, if you look at Chippa United 4-4-2, you could see that, okay, they result into a low block, maybe a mid-high block, and also hoping to counter Sundowns on transition, using the spaces shown to Nyelwa, Benomodiba, as they moving up front, because they were the wing backs of Mamelodi Sundowns to overload in the middle, sometimes to go as far down the lines to whipping those crosses. I think they were trying to cheat those spaces with a player like Ukwaiba Nomatrose. Sometimes Ukami is a supporter right, and also Modisa on the left. I think it worked a couple of times, but they didn't really capitalize into those spaces that were left behind by Modiba. But one time they did manage to get it right, and that people come la payaguma tingana la zakamizi balshaya ngawuthi umantroso flikile lathola kwayiba cool, calm and collected. He put it slotted in the back of the net. I think that's the difference. Ukwayiba from Orlando Pirates back to Chippa United, I think his game has improved a lot. Whether he plays as a false number 9 or as a slide as a winger, or they dropping back to an inverted winger or a number 10, I think it's very, very fantastic. Like Chippa United, probably they need to find an out and out striker and then play him as a second striker or in a number 10. I think there's something that they can get or they may improve on, helping the team moving from that relegation zone on the oncoming games. I think it's very, very fantastic. And also Mantros had a very, very beautiful game. I think also Modise, he was very, very good until he was injured. I think that's where actually the hell broke loose for Chippa United. But when it was half time, it was 2-1. And you could see that there's a chance that Chippa United actually can get at least a point out of this. But during the halftime, Sundowns introduced Mshishu Zwane. On the other hand, they introduced Figueiredo for Modise because Modise was injured. So a little bit, a player who's playing a little bit more forward, sometimes will go out as a winger, and also centrally is very, very good for Figueiredo. So it wasn't that bad. But on the 59th minute, UVV, when they are changes out 3, brought in Umfetane for Ukamis, brought in Evanga for Ukongoba, brought in Mantrose for Unsundwana. And I think Unsundwana and Umfetane didn't actually show up at all in this game. They just drowned. And when they drowned, that means Sundowns gain an upper hand. Now that they had Umshishi, Mabebe overload, we attack Gama fullbacks. Now there was always Umshishi, Unsabelengi, sometimes no Ayande or Santos in between the lines. Now, I think Santos out. Santos was out for Umshishi, so Santos was no longer there. Ayande Unsabelengi, Umshishi sometimes found in between the lines. There was always a space there that they were found. So if they are in position, whenever they play Umshishi in between the lines, whichever defender that is getting drawn to press Umshishi, there was a space which saw Chippa United out of shape, and Lauma moves were breaking the last line of defense. I think that's when they became very, very vulnerable. And Matthews, I think he got that goal from that very, very from that very, very move that they get drawn. Because there was a player who was in between the line, they get drawn to try and press, and then Ipola Flota, like in who made those who punished them. And also later came in their striker. They are very striker. They are very striker on form. I think O'Brien Leon, we need to respect him. That goal I scored, it was a fantastic goal. It was a fun. Actually, you can watch football your entire life. You might not see a similar goal like that one. A ball was played, I think, as a back pass, or it was a through ball. I can't remember correctly. And Umsi was forced to go out into the ball and try to play the slight attack, which actually was not very successful. And right by the corner flag, Leon Bryan kicks from there. And who was that player who was there? I think Tingwana, who tried by all means to actually Vimbelela ball, but it was precise, a perfect weight, and it resulted in the back of the net. So Sundowns 4, Chippa United 1. So Sundowns is back on the top of the league, and they are leading with Ipirate with 2 points, because to me it has become a 2-horse race, because Mabes Kruman number 3, he is on 37 points, and number 9, number 2, Bagu 51 points, so that's 14 points difference. So for me, the Kruman game or E-League now is between the two teams, which is Sundowns and the Pirates. So Sundowns is ahead with 53 points, Pirates number 2 with 51 points, 31 goals difference, 29 with Sundowns. So there's only 2, because Sundowns has scored 41, the Pirates has scored 40 goals, but the Sundowns has conceded more goals than the Orlando Pirates, which they have conceded 12 goals, and the Pirates only had conceded 9 points. So we will see on Tuesday what's going to happen, because the Pirates is playing also on Tuesday, and there are so many games happening also on Tuesday. So we will see what happens on Tuesday as far as the league is concerned. But Chippa United is down by the bottom as number 13 with 20 points, and also the 3 following teams, they have a chance to actually catch up with Chippa United after they have lost with 4 goals to 1 to Sundowns. So congratulations to Masada Wana Cabo Yedo. You guys truly deserve it. Thank you. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to smash that sub. Have your say. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. Love you so much. Pronto piacere.